Good evening, and welcome to the 2020 Elliot Lake Secondary School virtual graduation ceremony. I acknowledge that the land I am standing on is the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe peoples in the Robinson-Huron Treaty Area, and I wish to recognize our neighboring community of Serpent River First Nation. While I am sure this was not the way you were expecting to celebrate your graduation tonight, I hope you and your family enjoy the virtual ceremony we have put together for you this evening, the first ever virtual graduation at ELSS. My name is Rick Udy, and I have had the honor and privilege of serving as principal of Elliot Lake Secondary School for the past 5 years. Tonight, we welcome graduates, families, staff, community scholarship partners, and our distinguished guests, Ms. Marie Murphy-Foran, our trustee, and Mr. Joe Maurice, our superintendent, and potentially the world, to this virtual graduation ceremony. Before we begin, I would also like to recognize Ms. Kelly Snodden, our beloved science teacher, who will be retiring at the end of this month after 31 years at ELSS. Ms. Snodden didn't just teach science, chemistry, or biology. Ms. Snodden taught students. I have personally seen the difference she makes in a young person's life, reaching them in a way that only a gifted master teacher can. She is a strong advocate of building resiliency and a growth mindset in her students, and her commitment to their personal growth is unparalleled. Ms. Snodden, you will be missed by us all, and I know I speak for everyone when I wish you much happiness and enjoyment in retirement. This evening, we celebrate the achievements of our graduating class and their commitment to learning and personal growth. Certainly, this year has tested all of us in how we respond to change and meet challenges in our lives. The past few months, and especially the past few weeks, have no doubt become a defining moment in our history. But as I look to the future, I am confident that you, the graduates of Elliot Lake Secondary School, have the ability to make our world a better place. I have seen firsthand how many of you meet challenges head-on and speak up for what you believe to be right and just, even if it means stepping outside of your comfort zone. It was this class that rose to the challenge to collect food for our food bank when the call came for support. And it was this class who voiced their concerns to our provincial leaders about changes that were being considered for the education system in Ontario. And it was this class who met the challenges of learning from home during a pandemic, with resilience and determination to succeed, despite the many challenges of remote emergency learning. This graduating class has shown time and again that they are ready and able to do what it takes to get the job done. While the world has seemingly hit the reset button, my hope is that you will use this time to reflect on what is truly important in your life, set your goals high, and not take anything for granted. The past 3 months have clearly shown that nothing in life is guaranteed, and that life as we know it can change in an instant. You have demonstrated your resiliency and perseverance by getting this far and earning your secondary school diploma, despite this most challenging and unique situation. Now is the time to seize the opportunity in front of you and make your mark on the world. I would be remiss if I also didn't mention one more thing, and that is kindness. As our graduating class knows, I've spent a great deal of time speaking about kindness, especially when it seems the world around us is so divided. It is even more important to be aware of our actions and the effect they have on others. We all have stories that shape our experiences, but we don't truly know another person's plotline since we haven't lived it ourselves. As a result, it is imperative to choose words that help rather than hinder, and to hold perspectives that elevate not only ourselves, but everyone surrounded by us. We are lucky to have the opportunity to create forward momentum and social change just in how we speak to one another and how we embrace differences and individuality. As I finish off, I'd like to say how equally proud we are, not of only the success, but also the journey you are celebrating this evening. The 3 things I hope you hold on to as you move into the next chapter of your lives are the importance of courage, mindset, and kindness. Stay true to who you are and believe that you have the courage to stand tall and go after the dreams, no matter what. Be positive in your thoughts, actions, and your next storyline. And finally, after tonight, when you have earned your Ontario Secondary School diploma, please be kind to one another, because in a world where you can truly be anything, why not be kind? Thank you.
Winabuju, Akinawea, Joseph Maurice Indigenous, Wadigong Wenjibayon, Chimigwich Bijayeg Nomgom. I started today with a formal greeting in Anishinaabe that translates into, "Hello everyone. I am Joe Maurice, Superintendent from the Algoma District School Board. I come from the place of the Rapids, Sault Ste. Marie. Thank you all for coming today. Graduates, parents, staff, families, and guests, on behalf of the Algoma District School Board, including our Director Lucia Reese and the superintendents, our 1,500 staff members, our 10,000 students and their families, I would like to congratulate the ELSS Adams Class of 2020. Today is the day for you to stand tall and be proud of what you have accomplished. Today, we're not just delivering diplomas, we're delivering a better life for yourselves, your families, and our community. It's a great honor for me to have the opportunity to speak to you in this graduation presentation. We're here today celebrating your success at the end of your high school journey. Education is a journey, and you have reached a major milestone. As you move away from ELSS, there will be challenges, opportunities, and successes. As you set sail and set a new course in your life, always remember the roots that gave you your wings, including your family, friends, teachers, counselors, coaches, and other mentors in your lives. Be positive, believe in yourselves, and believe that everything is possible once you set your goals. No matter what your destination, an apprenticeship, college, the workplace, or university, you will each establish your own place in history. Continue to be lifelong learners and seize the opportunities that emerge. In closing, I want to leave you with a quote by journalist Tom Brokaw. You are educated. Your certification is in your diploma. You may think of it as a ticket to the good life. Let me ask you to think of it as an alternative. Think of it as your ticket to change the world. This is just the beginning. Find your voices. Make an impact. We are proud of each and every one of you, and we look forward to your successes. Congratulations and good luck in your future endeavors. Miigwech, thank you, merci.
Graduates, parents, and family, Mr. Udy and staff, I am pleased to bring greetings from the trustees of the Algoma District School Board. Graduates, congratulations. June 2020 is about you and celebrating you as you leave behind this stage of your life. High school has provided you with memories, challenges that you've overcome, and lessons that you've learned. As you look forward, recognize all these high school experiences have given you the confidence to make choices in the next stage of your life. 2020 has seen worldwide change, unlike any time before in our history. You have lived in this initial phase of the COVID pandemic. You have not been in your school classroom since March. You, your family, teachers, and friends have had to learn to support each other in a world of online learning using numerous forms of social media, all while socially distancing. During this time, you've been exposed to many challenges that will provide the resiliency needed to move forward in the new world, a world that demands confidence, continual learning, and caring. Always remember, you're braver than you believe, you're stronger than you seem, you are smarter than you think, and you are loved more than you know. Congratulations and good luck in your future.
I would like to congratulate Daniela Sines on being nominated by her peers to be the valedictorian of the ELSS graduating class of 2020. For those of you who don't know her, Daniela is a polite and humble student who exudes a quiet confidence. She's a good problem solver who is dedicated to learning. Daniela is very gracious with her time to help other students with their learning. She is respectful and caring of others. It is my pleasure to introduce Daniela Sines.
It is my pleasure to welcome parents and guardians, family members, faculty, friends, and my fellow graduates to the viewing of the ELSS Class of 2020 graduation. Thank you all for joining and celebrating the graduates' achievements. Your support over the last 4 years has been invaluable through the highs and lows of high school life. This would feel a lot more official if I could actually stand in front of you all to give my speech, but I would like to thank the faculty of ELSS for doing their best to make the most out of our graduation in these trying and uncertain times. It goes without saying that our class has been through so much together, especially in the past few months. With everything going on in the world today, many people have taken it into their own hands to address students graduating this year. One particular address that stuck in my head was from Oprah Winfrey, who said, "Never has a graduating class been called to step into the future with more purpose, vision, passion, energy, and hope. which I believe to be true. We are living in unprecedented times, and yet all of us are doing our best to remain positive and focus on our futures as opposed to what we may have missed out on. And for that, I commend you all. I am sure that 4 years ago, coming into high school as the Little Niners was pretty terrifying. But standing here today, it is apparent to me that we have all grown so much as individuals as well as a community. We have also learned a lot along the way. For example, Mr. Hasenblatt taught us how to algebraically verify the rules for determining derivatives, and that if you have a cute enough dog, you can pretty much take it anywhere with you, even to teach your grade 12 math classes. But I don't think anyone was really complaining about that since we had our very own therapy dog. Mr. Gregory taught his students to always remain motivated and inspired, and this was pretty necessary, especially on days where he took his students for early morning runs. Mrs. Snodden taught us organic nomenclature, how to maintain homeostasis, and just about everything you would ever need or ever want to know about plants. She also tried to teach us how to manage our time better in order to get passing grades on tests and to get assignments done on time, which we probably should have had a better handle on before entering our senior year. Mr. Ryan's co-op construction taught his students how to be professional within a workplace and just how accident-prone one person can really be. Mr. Calusi taught us about issues within our society, how to convince a mock trial jury that your client is innocent of murder, and that making test questions about celebrities always makes everything more interesting, except for when he put bonus questions about Rush in grade 9, because most of us had no idea who they were. Everything that we have learned from our teachers, principals, educational assistants, counselors, and Indigenous support workers at ELSS will no doubt be valuable in assisting us to attain the futures we have planned for ourselves. But I think the biggest lesson we have learned is how much we need each other to succeed. This was true throughout all of our high school years. As I said before, going into high school was initially daunting, but after meeting friends and creating tight-knit bonds, it was easy to see that you can navigate even the most trying times of your life as long as you have the right people by your side. Being on sports teams also taught some of our graduates that you must rely on others to achieve the goals you have set out for yourself, whether it be going to NASA or winning an important game against a rival team. I would also like to think that the cheering section helped as well, although I can admit most of the times it did get out of hand. Of course, we also relied on each other to succeed through academics, which most of our teachers caught on to once they realized that almost all of our assignment answers were the exact same. We helped one another by explaining concepts that were hard to understand, having study sessions for upcoming tests, and supporting each other through exam seasons when our stress levels were at an all-time high. I can personally say that I would not be where I am today without my friends who have turned into family, and I am confident that many of my other graduates feel the same way. Nothing we achieve can be done alone, but with the right people by your side for support, I believe that almost every goal is attainable. Although graduation day is a day where we look ahead towards our futures, I would like to reflect on some of the memories we have all had together. It all started at our grade 9 orientation, when we got to know each other better by shooting free throws and singing songs together in the music room. I remember my group chose the song Call Me Maybe, but our rendition was definitely not good enough to be a top hit. All of the assemblies that usually conveniently fell on days that we were supposed to be writing tests and quizzes. Of course, prom. Even though most of us left by around 9 o'clock, it was definitely a memory-filled day. Although I did not witness any of ELSS's coveted rap battles, their legacy still lives on in everyone's mind today. I can honestly say that I have never heard of another student body doing anything like that. Copper Cup days were also something that everyone looked forward to. Winning in grade 9 was probably my peak athletic achievement, regardless of the fact that it was in the non-competitive division, which according to the Huskies team is not that great anyways. But shout out to them and the Eliminators for being the reigning champs. There were also countless amount of nights where we all gathered to play car tag because there wasn't much else to do in Elliot Lake. Although growing up in such a small town could sometimes be boring, which I think we would all admit, I am thankful we did because of how close our graduating class really is. In the words of Benny Blanco in Juice WRLD, as we go on, we'll remember all the times we spent together, and as our lives change, we will still be friends forever, which I really hope is true. Next, I would like to take a moment to thank everyone who has brought us here on behalf of myself and my fellow graduates. Of course, our parents and guardians have played an extremely vital role in our lives. You have taught us not to sweat the small stuff, that we can do anything we dream of as long as we set our minds to it, and of course, unconditional love, no matter how many mistakes we make. And considering the fact that we're only 18, we're bound to make a few more, so sorry in advance. Your contribution to our successes do not go unnoticed. If not for your care and support, we would not be graduating today and going on to what I am sure will be outstanding futures. Thank you to our teachers who have not only taught us lessons in academics, but also in life. Many teachers have taught me to not focus on the things that you have done wrong, but to instead focus on the fact that you can learn from your mistakes. And if you've ever had me as a student, you probably know that that was a very challenging perspective for me to accept. They have also taught us to fight for what you want and to persevere. Unfortunately, this was sometimes taught through the dreaded beep test because everyone knows how embarrassing it is to be the first one out. But regardless, thank you all for instilling us with confidence and a passion to learn and better ourselves. Whenever I give advice, no one really listens to it, but as your class valedictorian, I'm going to do it anyways. Wherever life is taking you, whether it be university, college, an apprenticeship, or the workplace, always remain true to yourself. Do not be something you are not in order to please others, because when you are being the most genuine, you are being the best version of you. Always remember to be kind, even when it may be challenging or when you've had a hard day. Kindness always overpowers hate, and with the current state of our world, this piece of advice is becoming more and more crucial. Never be afraid to fail. If taking a new step in your life doesn't absolutely terrify you or at least make you a little anxious, you may not have reached high enough. The best things that come out of our lives may very well be a result of all of our failures. Remember to find the right balance between work and play. The successes in your life will have a lot more meaning if you've actually enjoyed every moment that has brought you to them. You do not want to be making up for lost time in 20 years. Finally, and maybe the most important piece of advice, is to call your parents or guardians once in a while. Chances are they will be missing you every second that you are gone. Before I end my speech, I would like to wish each and every one of you the best of luck in your future endeavors. When I think about our class, I believe that we are all destined to have great careers and lives. I see some of us becoming doctors, lawyers, engineers, business owners, electricians, carpenters, and so much more. Although some may not think so, we as a generation have so much to offer this world. We, the class of 2020, have the ability to innovate, create, and ultimately change society. I know that we will push boundaries and break down walls in order to make this world a better place in a variety of different ways. Always remember where you came from, but most importantly, remember where you are going. It was a pleasure to stand by all of you for the last couple of years and a great honor to represent our class. Congratulations, graduates, we did it.
It's my pleasure to award Kiara McSheffrey the ELSS Top Technical Award this year. This award is decided by the tech staff at ELSS and is awarded to the student that excels in the various technical disciplines. This award is also sponsored by our community partners, Sue Mill, NAPA, and GNR Enterprise. Kiara was the overwhelming first choice this year. Kiara is hardworking and a reliable student. She is only the second female to receive the Construction High Skills major at ELSS while receiving the highest mark in co-op. She also earned the subject award for the highest mark in construction. Kiara, along with Isaiah Brandon, was also selected to represent our school and our board this year to compete in the Ontario Skills Competition on the two-person construction team. However, due to COVID-19, they were unable to compete. Kiara, your strong work ethic has made you a worthy recipient of this award. You have earned the respect of your teachers and peers. You have a bright future in the skilled trades and whatever path you choose. Congratulations. Your ELSS family wishes you good luck in all your future endeavors.
The ELSS Mathematics Award is presented each year to the top graduating student that took at least 2 of the 3 grade 12 university courses: Advanced Functions, Calculus and Vectors, and Data Management. Selection is based on marks, work ethic, participation in math contests, and input from the ELSS Mathematics Department. After careful deliberation, the Math Department has decided there are 2 exceptional candidates that have earned this award for the graduating class of 2020. Please join me in celebrating the hard work and dedication of both Aiden Freitag and Julian Huel-Temechko. Aiden is a very conscientious student with a variety of skills and can be described as a natural mathematician. He has been tireless in his efforts to understand and prove advanced mathematical concepts beyond the scope of the curriculum. He is leaving with marks of 100% in advanced functions, 100% in calculus and vectors, and 100% in data management, for an overall approximate average of 100.000%. In the 3 grade 12 university courses, he was truly a valuable representative of the ELSS family and mathematics department. The members of the mathematics department, especially those who had the pleasure of teaching Aiden, congratulate him on his success, and we trust it will continue in the future as he enters the aerospace engineering program at Carleton University. Julian is a very inquisitive student with a variety of skills, not the least being his ability to tackle challenges with an enthusiastic attitude. He has demonstrated a love of mathematics in his efforts to understand and prove advanced mathematical concepts beyond the scope of the curriculum. He is leaving with marks of 98% in advanced functions, 100% in calculus and vectors, and 99% in data management, for an overall approximate average of 99.000% in the 3 grade 12 university courses. He was truly a valuable representative of the ELSS family and mathematics department. The members of the mathematics department, especially those who had the pleasure of teaching Julian, congratulate him on his success, and we trust it will continue in the future as he enters actuarial science at Laurentian University. The ELSS Science Award is presented annually to the student who has successfully completed 2 of the 3 senior sciences. This year's recipient received the top mark in physics and chemistry. Please join me in celebrating the hard work and dedication of Aiden Freitag. Aiden is an incredibly hard worker and a thoroughly committed science student. His growth as a science student has been stellar. Aiden's interest in the underlying principles and his dedication to striving to do his very best has given him the ability to solve complex physics problems and embrace challenging chemistry concepts. Aiden is attentive to information provided by his teachers and their feedback. He absorbs critical analysis and finds a way to apply it to his methodology. Aiden graciously shares his knowledge and skills with his peers, whether it be working with them through complex kinematics or a tricky rate law problem. Aiden is a quietly confident learner with a growth mindset, always searching for deeper understanding. We look forward to hearing about your studies in aerospace engineering at Carleton University. The Science Department congratulates you, Aiden, on your 4 years of outstanding achievement.
It is my pleasure to announce the recipient of the Social Science Award. Congratulations, Ella Belanger. You have earned exemplary marks among graduating students who have studied at least 3 of the senior social science courses. You demonstrated excellent work in world issues, Canadian and international law, and challenge and change in society. Your work ethic, insight, and aspiration to learn more in the social sciences at ELSS has been appreciated by your fellow students and your teachers. The benefit to you is a deeper understanding of the people and institutions around you. Ella, your work this school year has demonstrated your determination and resilience as you persevered and achieved high level of success, which exemplifies your ability and your character. In every class, you work diligently to strive for excellence in all aspects of study, always ready to ask an insightful question or participate meaningfully in class discussions. Your good nature and kind demeanor was respected by all. You have made a valuable contribution to social sciences at ELSS, and you will no doubt continue to make a difference in our world. We wish you all the best in whatever you choose to do in the future.
The Elliot Lake Secondary School English Award is given to the graduating student who is judged as being proficient in English during his or her years at the school. To qualify, the student must have successfully completed a minimum of 4 English courses at Elliot Lake Secondary School. The award recognizes participation, personal excellence, and achievement in English. This year's winner, Megan Sampson, is a worthy recipient. Her marks indicate a high level of achievement at both the academic and university levels in 4 courses of study. Megan's achievements in grade 12 English are extensive. Her writing, in particular, demonstrates a strong command of the English language. It is Megan's effort to learn, however, that truly sets her apart. She shows this through both her pursuit of critical feedback and its application in her writing, and in the way she encourages others to learn from her acquired knowledge. Through participation and perseverance, Megan has clearly shown how much she values the subject of English, and in turn, others see the value she brings to class through her knowledge and understanding of the subject. Megan has not only an insightful understanding of literature and language, but she also has an appreciation of how they relate to life and how they can teach us about ourselves and others. As the winner of this award, Megan will receive a prism to represent her journey here at ELSS. She will also have her name engraved on a trophy, which will remain in the school and will be displayed by the main office. Congratulations, Megan, and best of luck in all of your future endeavors.
The Performing Arts Award is awarded to a student who has shown exceptional skill in the performing arts at ELSS. When performing for stage and theater, there are many things that must be considered. There are countless rehearsals, group dynamics, and interpretations of pieces for the stage. When performing on the stage, there are gestures, vocal tones, and character decisions. This year's recipient of the award is Austin Raymond Duncan. As a cast member, Austin is dependable and hardworking, always rehearsing scenes to make strong decisions and improve his performance. He interprets scripts very effectively, coming up with very strong character decisions and blocking choices. He always takes the stage fully prepared, having made decisions on how to deliver lines and present himself to the audience that helps to interpret the scene he is involved in. Austin has also shown an ability to look more in depth into a scene and to understand character through his ability to interpret scripts. His ability to memorize scripts quickly allows him to get into the rehearsal process early and prepare well-polished scenes. Austin, I hope you continue to explore the arts in the future and to find ways to express yourself that are meaningful to you. May you find success in whatever path you choose.
Congratulations, Julian Hultemechko, on being selected as an outstanding graduating athlete by the coaches of Elliot Lake Secondary School. Over the past 4 years, Julian has demonstrated remarkable commitment, competitiveness, and athletic success. Julian is a talented athlete who has competed in badminton, volleyball, and tennis. He has earned the title of Top Atom. Julian has competed at NISA in volleyball and both of his racket sports. He also represented ELSS at NASA Badminton 2 times. As an athlete, Julian is described by his coaches as a hard worker who shows incredible dedication in training both after school and on his own time. He creates high expectations for himself and works very hard to achieve them. Julian is always open to feedback as he has great drive to be the best in his sports. I wish Julian all the best in his future endeavors, where success will certainly greet him. Congratulations, Isabel Timoriski, on being selected as an outstanding graduating athlete by the coaches of Elliot Lake Secondary School. Over the past 4 years, Isabel has demonstrated remarkable dedication, commitment, and athletic success. Isabel is a talented athlete who has competed in volleyball, badminton, tennis, alpine skiing, snowboarding, and track and field. Isabel has competed at NASA every year and represented ELSS at OPSA for swimming. As an athlete, Isabel is described by her coaches as a hard worker who shows tremendous focus in training sessions. She sets high goals and works very hard to achieve them. Isabel has a growth mindset. She is always open to feedback as she has a deep desire to improve in her sports. I wish Isabel all the best in her future endeavors, where success will certainly greet her.
The Governor General's Academic Medal was first awarded in 1873 by the Earl of Dufferin and has since become one of the most prestigious awards that a student in a Canadian educational institution can receive. The Governor General of Canada continues this tradition of encouraging scholarship across the nation and recognizing outstanding students. The medal is awarded to the student who achieves the highest average upon graduation from secondary school. The average includes all grade 11 and grade 12 courses as listed on the student's official transcript of grades issued by the Ministry of Education. At this time, we would like to congratulate and announce the recipient of this year's Governor General Award with an overall average of 95.58%, Mr. Aidan Freitag. In 1999, the Ontario Principals Council established the Principals Award for Student Leadership. Since that time, a select group of students have been awarded this honor at Elliot Lake Secondary School. Tonight, Brooke Blair joins this prestigious list of superb ELSS leaders. Leadership is complex. It can be demonstrated in many ways, in different situations, for different individuals. However, no matter the context, some common traits define true leadership. These are commitment, vision, and a sense of duty. Brooke's commitment to ELSS is unparalleled. Her strong moral compass and leadership skills were instrumental as she led many initiatives at school. In terms of a sense of duty, Brooke was a key figure last year when she helped organize and lead a peaceful protest that helped give her peers a voice in the future of their education. Brooke has also been an incredible ally for Indigenous initiatives at ELSS. She always goes above and beyond in support of cultural events at school. As a member of the varsity basketball and volleyball teams, she was a committed and determined student athlete. She was regarded by her coaches as a player who exemplifies sportsmanlike play. Brooke's dedication to ELSS will no doubt leave a legacy here. She was well regarded by her teachers as a great student to have in class. Furthermore, her teachers commented that Brooke has an overwhelmingly positive impact on the growth of her peers as well. A true leader indeed. Brooke, you were awarded this honor for your steadfast dedication to ELSS, your leadership among your peers, and your work ethic in class. Thank you, Brooke. You are a true leader in every sense of the term. We wish you much success in your future endeavors.
The ELSS award system was established to recognize those students committed to school spirit. Students are awarded points for participation in extracurricular activities, academic achievement, artistic achievement, and graduating awards, and also service to the school. The Adam Trophy was created to acknowledge the graduate with the most points at graduation. Tonight, it is my pleasure to present the 2019 Adam Trophy to Julian Houle-Tomechko. Julian will receive a trophy to bring home and a check for $250. His name will appear on the Adam Trophy, which will be displayed in our graduation trophy case in perpetuity. Congratulations, Julian.
The Citizenship Award is awarded to a graduating student who has attended ELSS at least 3 years. The student displays school spirit and demonstrates loyalty to the school and its community members. This award is chosen by the ELSS school staff. This well-deserving recipient is Sydney Healy. The words I'm about to share with you are from Miss Davis, a teacher who has spent many hours working with Sydney throughout her time at ELSS. During her high school career, Sydney consistently demonstrated a quiet strength in all areas of academics and community activities. Sydney is a persevering and hard-working student who is committed to always doing her best. When confronted with a challenge, Sydney demonstrates resilience, and she refuses to avoid obstacles that might make tasks difficult. Instead, Sydney works toward her goals with the help of her teachers. Sydney is excited to share her successes, whether it has to do with overcoming a challenge in her fitness class or completing a lengthy essay. This is a true character of an ELSS member. Sydney is always concerned about doing the right thing. She willingly helps and supports her classmates without ever being asked to do so. She is kind and caring toward her peers and does not seek attention for her good deeds. Sydney demonstrates concern for others and respects her peers. Sydney also has the courage to do what is right for her school and for her environment. The responsibility that she feels led her to develop a business plan for her business class. She created an environmentally friendly food wrap as her culminating activity. We are grateful for Sydney's courage to do what is right. Her positive attitude was a welcome display of school spirit. Thank you, Sydney. We wish you the best in your future endeavors. This award recognizes an exemplary volunteer among the graduating students of each of Ontario's approximately 1,100 secondary schools. It pays tribute to those students who not only complete the number of volunteer hours required to graduate, but who go above and beyond. This year's graduating student was selected for this award by an award selection committee for her exemplary community contributions and outstanding achievements through volunteer activity. The recipient of this award has completed and registered a total of 261.5 volunteer hours. The majority of her community service hours were earned through her work with the Boys and Girls Club of Hamilton, where she served as a camp counselor at March break and summer camps. Her contributions to this important organization were greatly valued by her former community. This year's recipient of the Lieutenant Governor's Community Volunteer Award is Ms. Madison George.
The Certificate of Honor is awarded to graduating students who, during their time as a student, made an exemplary contribution to Elliot Lake Secondary School. It is my pleasure to announce Shayna Gagnon as the recipient of this award. Shayna will be remembered as a student who made the most of her time at ELSS. Indeed, Shayna left her mark on many aspects of school life. Athletically, Shayna was a member of the varsity basketball team for 4 years. In addition, she made a significant leadership contribution as a member of Students for Students, as a student trustee, and a member of student council. Shayna's commitment to others went well beyond the walls of this school, as she managed to log 199 volunteer hours. The fact that she far exceeded the required 40 volunteer hours is a testament to her overall positive character. Shayna, thank you for your contributions to ELSS. Through your success, you have revealed to your peers the value of hard work and impeccable manners. Your example will no doubt pay off in the years to come as others look to your example as a way to succeed in this world. The Certificate of Honor is awarded to graduating students who, during their time as a student, made an exemplary contribution to Elliot Lake Secondary School. Tonight, it is my pleasure to present this award to Sasha Trudeau. Sasha is well liked by her peers and highly respected by education workers at ELSS. Sasha made a positive contribution as a member of the Aboriginal Student Council in grades 9 to 12. In her role as a leader, Sasha promoted First Nations culture and voice at ELSS, and it is efforts from young, stoic leaders like Sasha that will help us in our journey to reconcile our past. Sasha, thank you for your service to ELSS. You have helped make our school a more welcoming place for our student body. The Certificate of Honor is awarded to graduating students who, during their time as a student, made an exemplary contribution to Elliot Lake Secondary School. For her selfless contributions, I would like to recognize Megan Sampson. Megan has been a valuable member of ELSS and has set a high standard athletically, academically, and in her capacity as a leader. In athletics, Megan participated in basketball, the swim team, and volleyball. Academically, Megan achieved high grades and was highly regarded by her teachers for possessing maturity and strength beyond her years. Megan also made a valuable contribution as a member of the GLAD Grad Committee. This committee successfully raises funds and provides valuable real-world learning opportunities for graduating students so they are better prepared for the transition from high school. On behalf of the ELSS family, thank you, Megan, for all of your efforts. We have benefited from your ability to balance passion with time management. Best wishes in your future endeavors. The Outstanding Graduate Award is given to 2 graduating students at ELSS. The criteria are vast, and successful candidates have proven their strength in academics, athletics, leadership, and most of all, character. The winners of this award are determined by education workers at ELSS. Tonight I am pleased to present this award to Jasmine Finch. Jasmine is a valuable member of the ELSS family and has set a high standard for both leadership and academics. Those that know Jasmine speak very highly of her positive character attributes and her contribution to the school community. Academically, Jasmine has consistently left a positive impression on her teachers as a student who is hardworking and resilient. Jasmine also made contributions to her school outside of the classroom. During her time at ELSS, Jasmine was involved in Student Senate, the Outdoors Club, and the Girls Outdoors program. Athletically, Jasmine competed in badminton, basketball, and volleyball, where her coaches thought of her as a kind, inclusive leader. On behalf of the ELSS family, thank you, Jasmine, for your contributions. Indeed, your strength of character will serve you well in the future. The Outstanding Graduate Award is given to 2 graduating students at ELSS. The criteria are vast, and successful candidates have proven their strength in academics, athletics, leadership, and most of all, character. The winners of this award are determined by education workers at ELSS. Tonight, I am pleased to present this award to Aiden Freitag. Aiden is a modern-day Renaissance man. He is highly regarded for his athleticism and academic success, which Aiden achieved through hard work. In athletics, Aiden participated in badminton, the swim team, and tennis. He also took part in academic competitions through various math contests and as a member of Reach for the Top. Aiden's competitive spirit was also burning as a student at ELSS. where he achieved a very high grade point average. More importantly, Aiden's teachers reflected that he was kind, resilient, and possessed a growth mindset. Aiden, thank you for your services to ELSS. You have helped to set high expectations for our student body, expectations that will no doubt pay off in the years to come as others look to your example to succeed in this world. Wow, where to begin? Good evening, everyone. My name is Ryan Forsyth, and I am the Vice Principal of this school. When I reflect on all the chaos of this year, I cannot help but focus on a pivotal moment that signaled to me that we were about to experience a profound reordering of our society. The experience I am speaking about occurred early this school year when a student came to see me. He said something along the lines of, "Sir, you know the school does not do enough to value students from diverse backgrounds. This was a difficult conversation for me, and I initially attempted to argue that he was wrong, that we did many sorts of things to ensure that every student felt welcome at ELSS. By the end of our conversation, however, I could tell that I had done a poor job at trying to persuade him that he was wrong. As I reflected, I came to the realization that he was right and I was wrong. I had no other choice but to embark on a journey with this student and his family to try to correct a very problematic and complicated reality. Lo and behold, a mere 6 months later, this entire continent would become embroiled in a battle as racialized people from all kinds of backgrounds struggled to have their voices heard. If you listen closely, they strive for equality and justice. I think that these voices are most powerful amongst our youth. They can see where we are going wrong, and I feel strongly that if we listen, these voices can help steer us towards a more equitable future. These voices are strong in this year's graduating cohort. As I like to put it, this graduating class has 20/20 vision. As we conclude the program this evening, on behalf of the ELSS family, I would like to thank our principal, Mr. Udy, for starting us off, and Ms. Robinson for her leadership in this new medium for our graduation. I would also like to take this time to thank Ms. Murphy-Foran and Mr. Maurice for their continued support and advocacy of ELSS. Finally, thank you to our caretaking staff, Mr. Len Gillis, Mr. Corey Gillis, Ms. Manette, Ms. Clegg, and Ms. Garvey. These individuals have worked tirelessly to ensure that our school is safe during this pandemic. Graduates, please take a moment and be thankful for the love and support of your parents and families, and know that they work very tirelessly on your behalf. Thank you, and good night.